If you're like me, you may have made a few New Year's resolutions that have fallen by the wayside. But one family we've met has made a public commitment to keeping their resolution. They are the Anderson family. And for 1 year, they have committed to buy black. That is, purchasing goods and services only from African-American-owned companies. They are calling it the Ebony Experiment. How will they do it and why? We'll let them tell you their story. Hey, honey. At first glance, John and Maggie Anderson and their 2 kids are like any successful middle-class American family. Maggie, a stay-at-home mom, is a business consultant with 2 degrees, an MBA and a law degree from the University of Chicago. John, a financial advisor, holds degrees from Harvard and Northwestern's Kellogg School of Management.
We came up with this concept probably about 4 years ago, before we had children. We were living in Hyde Park and just talking about how we can better serve our community. And we started thinking about, well, instead of talking about it all the time, why don't we do something? So we just said, you know what? Next year, we are going to only support black businesses and black professionals to start really pushing more of our money back into the black community. Oh, good, you have the daycare receipts in here.
Yes.
The reason we took it public was to bring our conversation to the national level.
The Ebony Experiment has people talking, and it's catching some flack from a few critics. But the family is on a mission.
This experience is about love and pride, okay? It's not about exclusion. What this boils down to is an exercise in self-help economics, and a thriving African-American community certainly benefits society as a whole.
We're hoping that in the dialogue that we create, we can dispel what we consider a myth about black businesses and black professionals. And that myth is that their goods and services are somehow inferior.
Have your state ID driver's license?
Yes, sir.
We believe that there's no way to stop that stereotype unless people go out there and try. And that's why we are really pushing our experience with the grocery store. I'm a foodie, a bargain hunter, and I'm very particular about the foods I give to my family. This grocery store meets all of my exacting standards. Had it not been for the Ebony Experiment, I wouldn't have known this grocery store existed.
I'm the owner of the only African-American grocer in the state of Illinois. And it is important to support the store just for that sheer reason. Their support will give us an opportunity to branch out and to have more locations and to do better in the food industry.
Hello. We've had wonderful experience, the best quality, and great prices. And we've been able to maintain our lifestyle and the budget that we have for our family.
While black-owned barbershops, hair salons, and even some restaurants are within reach of the African-American community, the Andersons have been challenged by the lack of other basic businesses like dollar stores and gas stations.
When we first started, we thought the Ebony Experiment was going to fail because all the gas stations were about 40 miles from our home. So we did reach out to a couple of the gas station owners, the closest one to us being Matson. That's not around the corner. But she was very accommodating in terms of offering gas cards. So we purchased a gas card from her, and now we can go to Citgo and still support her business, so.
We call those little things Ebony Experiment miracles, where we wake up in the morning, honey, how am I gonna get this? And somehow we find a solution. And we've never had to cheat. There have been some challenges. I do most of the shopping for the home. I'm the homemaker. And typically there's a Walmart less than a mile away. The Kmart is right next door. We have a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old. So I always need diapers, little stuff for the house, snacks for the girls, all kind of things. So I've been challenged trying to find a black-owned dollar store. That's something that we're going through right now. Just some kind of merchandise, general merchandise type place. Claire, are you gonna even think about it? But we just can't imagine now not every day doing something to support our community. Just in buying groceries, in going to the gas station, in opening a checking account. For us to be able to feel that on that small level is just absolutely cathartic. I mean, we've changed forever. Thank you so much.
At the end of the day, it's about building and creating resources, building and creating wealth, which obviously is a huge charge of the Urban League. So as urban communities and urban development proliferate, then we win as a society.
We spent about $5,000 so far. I hope that other families will start doing what we're doing, and that at the end of the year, we can showcase to the world millions of dollars directly infused into Black communities. People think differently about Black business now. People are talking about economic development in the Black community. People have hope, and we have an example of what we did. Look at these millions of dollars.
We'll be checking in on the Andersons from time to time, so if you're interested in joining their journey or following their progress, go to our website, thechicagourbanleague.org.